Ah, well then. Hello. Mhm. Is there somebody here right now? Yes, there is. Hello. Yes, I can see a little spirit right here named Kara. It is your name, isn't it? Indeed it is. Yes, I can see you are a precocious spirit flitting about, quite energetic. I'm very impressed. Wonderful. Well, I'm glad you're here. For tonight, we can look beyond the veil, and I have an audience. You see, as a writer, that's a rather lonely profession at times, just exchanging missives of text back and forth. The outside world appears to fade away. I'm sure you wouldn't know what that is like. Here, this time of year, no, you don't. Wonderful. At this time of year, here we are in a shared space, such as it is, and I'm going to perform a recital of one of my favorite stories that I've written. Now, tonight's experience is a bit different. You see, it's a bit of a, well, if you look over there, you can see a device. My youth, the magic lantern. My storytellers would accompany their lives stories with beautiful colored light. And over here is a popular device named the stereoscope to see images in 3 dimensions. Well, tonight's recital will be a bit different in that it's a bit of a stereoscopic magic lantern show. Quite exciting, I think. Yes, are you confused? Yes, I know it is confusing. But that does mean, because it's a bit experimental, if we suffer any technical difficulties along the way, just send us an electronic mail and we'll try to sort it out. Um, Luckily, we have our expert projectionist, Beauregard. Can you hear me, Beauregard? Wonderful. We'll call out for help if anyone needs it, and I'll try to stop if you need it and follow along. Now, before we begin, well, yeah. Is anyone here a great fanatic for the holidays? Anyone? Perhaps you, Kara? Yes? No? No. Well, you know, it's actually not unusual. Yes, for some people, they're quite a difficult time. And tonight's story is, well, also a ghost story, so it might get a bit disturbing at times. Yes, well, it looks like you're ready for it, Kara. I don't need to tell you. Now, as a spirit, you do have a few functions to watch this story. As you've already seen, you can flit about. You may perambulate. There is a bit of movement that will be demanded of you. You can also use a torch, a custom torch that you have, if you want to see any part of the performance better, but that's your own spirit light, and it won't interfere with the other spirits, so feel free to use it. Now, is everyone ready? Yes? You are? David, I see you are. And you, Kara? Yes? Wonderful. Then, without any further ado, let's begin. Marley was dead. To begin with, there is no doubt whatever about that. This must be distinctly understood, or nothing wonderful can come. The story I'm about to relate. Now, Scrooge never painted out old Marley's name. There it stood for years afterwards above the warehouse door. Scrooge and Marley. Oh, but he was a tight-fisted hand at the grindstone, Scrooge, yes. He surprised you, didn't he, Cara? No wind that blew was bitterer than he. Nobody ever stopped him in the street to say with a gladsome look, "Oh, my dear Scrooge, how are you? When will you come to see me? Uh, mm, nah. Oh, dear. Well, what did Scrooge care? It was the very thing he liked, to edge his way along the crowded paths of life, warning all human sympathy to keep its distance. Once upon a time, of all the good days of the year on Christmas Eve, old Scrooge sat busy in his counting house. Now, the door was open that he might keep an eye upon his clerk, who in the next cell beyond was copying letters. Now, Scrooge had a very small fire, but the clerk's fire was so very much smaller that it looked like one coal. A Merry Christmas, Uncle. God save you. Now, this was the voice of Scrooge's nephew, who came upon him so quickly that this was the first intimation he had of his approach. Bah! Humbug. Christmas a humbug? Uncle, surely you don't mean that. I do. What right have you to be merry? You're poor enough. Well, come then, what right have you to be dismal? You're rich enough. If I could work my will, then every idiot who goes about with Merry Christmas on his lips should be boiled in his own pudding, and buried with a stake of holly through his heart. Keep Christmas in your own way, and let me keep it in mine. Keep it, but you don't keep it. Let me leave it alone then. Much good may it do you. Don't be angry, Uncle. Come, dine with us tomorrow. I want nothing from you. I ask nothing of you. Why cannot we be friends? Good afternoon. I'm sorry with all my heart to find you so resolute, but I'll keep my Christmas humor till the last. So, a Merry Christmas, Uncle. Good afternoon. And a Happy New Year. Good afternoon. Oh, Merry Christmas, Bob. Oh, a Merry Christmas to you, good sir. There's another fellow, my clerk, with 15 shillings a week and a wife and family, talking about a Merry Christmas. I'll retire to Bedlam. This lunatic, in letting Scrooge's nephew out, had let two other gentlemen in. They were portly, pleasant to behold, and now they stood and tipped their hats to him. Scrooge and Marley's, I presume. Have I the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley? Mr. Marley has been dead these 7 years. Oh my, well, at this festive season of the year, Mr. Scrooge, it is more than usually desirable that we might make some slight provision for the poor and destitute who, suffer greatly at the present time. Many thousands are in want of common necessaries. Hundreds of thousands are in want of common comforts, sir. And a few of us are endeavouring to raise a fund to buy the poor some meat and drink and means of warmth. Are there no prisons? Sir, there are plenty of prisons. And the union workhouses, are they still in operation? They are still. I wish I could say they were not. Oh, I'm very glad to hear it. I was afraid, from what you had said before, that something had happened to stop them in their useful course. I don't make merry myself at Christmas, and I can't afford to make idle people merry. I help to pay for the establishments I have mentioned. They cost enough, and those who are badly off must go there. So many can't go there. And many would rather die. If they would rather die, then they had better do it and decrease the surplus population. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Well, seeing clearly that it would be useless to pursue their point, hello, Whitmore. The gentlemen withdrew. Meanwhile, the fog and darkness thickened. Oh, yes, it is getting quite foggy, isn't it? At length, the hour of shutting up the counting house arrived. Now, with an ill will, Scrooge dismounted from his stool and tacitly admitted the fact to the expectant clerk. Mm. You'll want all day tomorrow, I suppose. Hmm? Well, sorry, if it's quite convenient, sir. It's not convenient. And it's not fair. I have to stop half a crown for it. You'd think yourself ill-used, I'll be bound. Yet you don't think me ill-used when I pay a day's wages for no work. Oh, sorry. It is only once a year, sir. Ah, poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December. Suppose you must have the whole day. Be here all the earlier next morning. Clark promised that he would, and Scrooge walked out with a growl. Now, Scrooge took his usual melancholy dinner and his usual melancholy tavern. Now, he lived in a gloomy rooms in the lowering old pile of a building. Now, well, come on then. I told you you'd have to follow along. Yes. Yeah, there you are. You've got the hang of it now, Cara. Now, it is a fact that there was nothing at all unusual about the knocker on the door, as you can see, Cara, except that, I mean, perhaps it is very large. Well, then let either of you explain to me, if you can, how it is that Scrooge, having his key in the lock of the door, suddenly saw not a knocker, but Marley's face. Marley's face. As Scrooge looked fixedly at this phenomenon, it was a knocker again. Pooh-pooh. Now, Scrooge was not a man to be frightened by echoes, but he walked through his rooms just to make sure that all was right. Nothing under the bed. Nothing behind the chair. Nothing in his dressing gown, which, well, to be fair, David, you can see, is hanging up in a rather suspicious attitude against the wall. It was then that his glance happened to rest upon a bell, a disused bell that hung in the corner of the room, and it was with an great astonishment and an inexplicable dread he saw this bell begin to swing. It rang out loudly, succeeded by a clanking noise deep down below, as if some person were dragging chains across the casks in the wine merchant's cellar. It's humbug still! I won't believe it! How now? What do you want with me? What? Who are you? In life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley. You don't believe me. I don't. Why do you doubt your senses? Well, because a little thing affects them. A slight disorder of the stomach makes them cheats. Why, you might be an undigested bit of beef, a crumb of cheese, or a fragment of an underdone potato. There's more of gravy than of grave about you. Whatever you are. Mercy. Dreadful apparition, why do you trouble me? Man of the worldly mind, do you believe in me or not? I do. I must. You are fettered. Tell me why. I wear the chains I've forged in life. I made it, link by link, and yard by yard. I girded it on of my own free will, and of my own free will I walked it. But you know the weight and length of the strong coil you bear yourself. It is a
under a strain.
Oh, Jacob Marley, tell me more. Speak comfort to me, Jacob.
I am here tonight to warn you that you have yet a chance and hope of escaping my fate. A chance and hope of my procuring Ebenezer.
Oh, you always were a good friend to me. Thank you.
You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
But is that the chance and hope you mentioned, Jacob?
It is.
I think I'd rather not.
Without their visits, you cannot hope to shun the path I tread. Expect the first tomorrow when the bell tolls.
One? Can't I take them all at once and have it over with, Jacob?
The second on the next night at the same hour. The third upon the next night when the last stroke of 12 has ceased to vibrate. Look to see me no more, and look that for your own sake. You remember what has passed between us.
The air was filled with phantoms, wandering hither and thither in restless haste, and whispering as they went. That's you now. Every one of them wore chains. None were free. All right, now I'm going to give him the ability to see you just this once. So go ahead, give him a good haunting. Everyone, close together. We're all going to need to work for it. Come here, Kara. The other spirit, I can only see your name is Whitmore. On the count of 3, let's give him a haunting. 1, 2, 3. Oh, what are you? Get away from me. Get away. No. Ooh, that was lovely. Wonderfully done. Kara, you flew right into the side of his head. That's very disturbing. Now, let's continue. Scrooge closed the window, and whether these creatures faded into mist or mist enshrouded them, he could not tell. Of course, we could. He closed the window, and from the emotion he had undergone, or the fatigues of the day, or his glimpse of the invisible world, just that once, he went straight to bed without undressing and fell asleep upon the instant. Shh, shh, shh. Ghost. Well, then, well done. Yes, you joined the story quite well. Now, that may have been a bit fatiguing, so I'm going to take a small break and just hydrate for a few short seconds. I recommend you do the same. Moisturization is very important, all right? Just for 3 seconds. 1. Mhm. Of course, we can't imbibe liquids in the spirit space, so just sort of imagine it, all right? Now, when Scrooge awoke, it was dark. Can we continue? We have everyone? Kara? There was another spirit, I thought, here, but they may have disappeared. Now, Scrooge was endeavoring to pierce the darkness when the chimes of a neighboring church struck 12. The ghost had warned him of a visitation when the bell tolled 1. He resolved to lie awake until at last it broke upon his listening ear with a deep, dark, hollow, melancholy 1. Light flashed up the room upon the instant, and the curtains of his bed were drawn aside. Scrooge, sitting up suddenly, found himself face to face with the unearthly visitor who drew them, as close to it as I am to you now. Well, actually, you're closer to it than I am even right now, Kara. Yes, that's... I mean, you can be if you like. I'm not telling you where to be. All right. Are you the spirit, sir, whose coming was foretold to me?
I am.
Who and What are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Long past?
No, you were past.
Huh. Well, what business brings you here?
Your welfare.
Oh. Well, I am much obliged, but I can't help thinking that a night of unbroken rest would have been more conducive to that end.
Your reclamation, then. Take heed. Rise and walk with me.
As the words were spoken, they passed through the wall and stood upon an open country road. Fields on either hand. The city had entirely vanished. It was a clear, cold winter evening with snow upon the ground. Good heaven! I was bred in this place. I was a boy here.
Your lip is trembling, and what is that upon your cheek?
A pimple. I beg of you, lead me where you will.
You recollect the way?
Oh, remember it. Oh, I could walk it blindfolded.
Strange to have forgotten it after so many years. Let us go on.
They walked along the road, Scrooge recognizing every gate and post and tree, until a little market town appeared in the distance, with its bridge, its church, and winding river.
The school is not quite deserted. A solitary child, neglected by his friends, is left there still.
I know. Entering the dreary hall, there was a chilly bareness in the place, which associated itself somehow with too much getting up by candlelight and not too much to eat. The door at the back of the house disclosed a long, bare, melancholy room, made barer still by lines of plain desks. At one of these, a lonely boy was reading near a feeble fire, and Scrooge wept to see his poor, forgotten self as he used to be. Oh. Suddenly, a man in foreign garments, wonderfully real and distinct to look at, stood outside the window. Oh, dear. With an axe stuck in his belt and leading by the bridle a donkey laden with wood. Oh! Why, it's Ali Baba. Why, it's dear old honest Ali Baba. Yes, I know. One Christmas time when yonder solitary child was left here all alone, it did come. The first time, just like that. Oh, poor boy. Oh, poor boy. I wish that... Yeah, but it's too late now.
What is the matter?
Nothing. Nothing. There was a boy singing a Christmas carol outside my door last night. I should like to have given him something. That's all.
Let us see another Christmas.
They had but that moment left the school behind them. They were now in the busy thoroughfares of the city. Here, too, it was Christmas time again. The ghost stopped at a certain warehouse door.
Do you know it?
Know it. Ha! I was apprenticed here. It's old Fezziwig. Oh, bless his heart. Why, it's Fezziwig alive again. Yo-ho there! Ebenezer! Scrooge's former self, now grown a young man, came briskly in. Yo-ho, my boy, no more work tonight. Christmas Eve, Ebenezer. Hi-ho, my lads, let's clear away here. Let's have lots of room. Oh, there was nothing they wouldn't have cleared away with old Fezziwig looking on. It was done in a moment. The lamps were trimmed, and the warehouse was as bright and snug a ballroom as you would desire to see upon a winter's night. In came a fiddler with a music book. In came Mrs. Fezziwig, one vast, substantial smile. In came the three Ms. Fezziwigs, beaming and lovable, and in came the 6 young followers whose hearts they broke. In came all the young men and young women involved in the business, and away they all went, 20 couples at once, round and round and round. During the whole of this, Scrooge acted like a man out of his wits. His heart and soul were in the scene and with his former self. He remembered everything, enjoyed everything, and underwent the strangest agitation. Yes.
A small matter to make these silly folks so filled with gratitude.
Small.
Why, is it not? He has spent but a few pounds of your mortal money. Is it so much that he deserves this praise?
No, it isn't that. Spirit, he has the power to render us happy or unhappy. To make our service light or burdensome, a pleasure or a toil. The happiness he gives is quite as great as if it cost fortune.
Ah, what is the matter?
Nothing particular. I should like to be able to say a word or two to my clerk just now, that's all.
My time grows short. Quick!
This produced an immediate effect, for again Scrooge saw himself. He was older now, a man in the prime of life. His face had not the harsh lines of later years, but it had begun to wear the signs of care and purpose. He sat by the side of a fair, excuse me, David, you're where I'm supposed to be standing, thank you, on the side of a fair young girl in whose eyes there were tears. Now, if anyone is feeling particularly embodied in their maidenhood right now, please draw closer. I might need to absorb some of it from you. I'll do my best. Yes, I'm feeling much stronger now. Thank you. Thank you, Cara. Another idol has displaced me, and if it can comfort you in time to come as I would have tried to do, then I have no just cause to grieve. No, what what idol has displaced you? A golden one. I have watched your nobler aspirations fall off, one by one, until the master passion, gain, engrosses you. Our contract is an old one. It was made when we were both poor and content to be so. You are changed. I release you with a full heart. And may you be happy in the life you have chosen. She left him and they parted. No, 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 no. No. Spirit, show me no more. Conduct me home.
I told you that these were shadows. Oh, I reach another area. These were shadows of things that have been, that they are what they are. Do not blame me.
Move me. I cannot bear it. Haunt me no longer. He turned upon the ghost, and seeing that it looked upon him with a face in which there were fragments of all the faces it had shown him, he wrestled with it. Then he was conscious of being exhausted, and overcome by an irresistible drowsiness, and further of being in his own bedroom, he barely had time to reel to bed before he sank into a heavy sleep. Shh, that's enough now. Oh my, that got That one got a little bit intense. Let's take another time to rehydrate. I'm glad you agree with me. Just a few seconds. Here we are. I'll imagine what water tastes like. Mm. Oh, that would be refreshing, wouldn't it? Everyone still with us? With us? Yes, let's carry on. Awakening in the middle of a prodigiously tough snore, Scrooge felt that he was restored to consciousness in the right nick of time. For, come on now, wake up, we've got a story to tell. For the special purpose of holding a conference with the second messenger dispatched to him. Now, when the bell struck 1, he got up softly in his slippers and shuffled to the door. Now, it was his own room, there was no doubt about that, but it had undergone a surprising transformation. You see, the walls and ceiling were hung with living green, that it looked a perfect grove, from every part of which bright, gleaming berries glistened. And there, in easy state, sat a jolly giant, glorious to see.
Come in. Come in and know me better, man.
Scrooge entered timidly, and though the spirit's eyes were clear and kind, he did not like to meet them.
I am the ghost of Christmas present. Look upon me. You've never seen the like of me before.
Never.
I've never walked forth with my elder brothers born in these later years.
I'm afraid I have not. Have you had many brothers, Spirit?
More than 1800.
Well, a tremendous family to provide for. Spirit, conduct me where you will. I went forth last night on compulsion, and I learned a lesson, which is working now. Tonight, if you have aught to teach me, then let me profit by it. Yeah.
Grab my robe.
Oh, very well. City streets on Christmas morning. The ghost led him straight to Scrooge's clerk's house, and on the threshold of the door, the spirit smiled and stopped to bless Bob Cratchit's dwelling. Yeah. Oh, my. Up rose Mrs. Cratchit, dressed but poorly, in a twice-turned gown, but brave in ribbons. She laid the cloth, assisted by Belinda Cratchit, second of her daughters, and now in came 2 smaller Cratchits, boy and girl, and screaming and tearing, basking in luxurious thoughts of sage and onion, they danced about the table. And then in came little Bob, the father, his threadbare clothes darned up and brushed to look seasonable, and Tiny Tim upon his shoulder. Alas, for Tiny Tim, he bore a little crutch and had his limbs supported by an iron frame. And how did little Tim behave? Oh, as good as gold. And better. There you are. Somehow, Tim by himself so much he thinks the strangest things you ever heard. He told me, coming home, that he hoped the people saw him in the church because it might be pleasant for them upon Christmas Day to remember who made lame beggars walk and blind men see. Bob's voice was tremulous as he told them this, and trembled even more when he said that Tiny Tim was growing strong and hearty. Mrs. Cratchit left to take the pudding up, and in half a minute she entered, flushed but smiling proudly. Oh, a wonderful pudding. Come on, everyone, gather round, gather round. Oh, everybody had something to say about it, but nobody said or thought that it was at all a small pudding for such a large family. No, it would have been flat heresy to do so. Shh, shh, shh. At last, the dinner was all done, the cloth was cleared, the fire made up, and the whole Cratchit family drew around the hearth. Come on, my dears, come on. I'll give you Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast. The founder of the feast, indeed. I wish I had him here. I'd give him a piece of my mind to feast upon, I would. My dear, the children, Christmas Day. It should be Christmas Day. I am sure which one drinks the health of such an odious, dingy, unfeeling man as Mr. Scrooge. I'll drink his health for your sake in the days, but not for his. A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. He'll be very merry and very happy, I have no doubt. It was the first of their proceedings which had no heartiness. Scrooge was the ogre of the family. The mere mention of his name cast a dark shadow over the party, which was not dispelled for a full 5 minutes. After it had passed, though, they were 10 times merrier than before. A Merry Christmas! Oh, a Merry Christmas to us all, my dears. God bless us. God bless us, everyone, said Tiny Tim. Spirit, tell me if Tiny Tim will live.
I see a vacant seat in the poor chimney corner, and a crutch without an owner carefully preserved. If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, the child will die.
No. Kind spirits say he will be spared.
What then? If he be like to die, he had better do it and decrease the surplus population. Man, if man you be in heart, forbear that wicked cant until you know what the surplus is and where it is. Will you decide what men shall live and what men shall die? It might be that, in the sight of heaven, you are more worthless and less fit to live than millions like this poor man's child.
Scrooge bent his head before the ghost's rebuke, and trembling cast his eyes upon the ground. It was then that Scrooge and the spirit were again upon their travel. Much they saw, and far they went, and many homes they visited, but always with a happy end. The spirit stood beside sick beds, and they were cheerful by poverty, and it was rich. In almshouse, in hospital, in jail, in miseries, every refuge the spirit left his blessing. Well, it was a long night, if it were only a night, but Scrooge had his doubts of this because the Christmas holidays appeared to be condensed into the space of time they passed together. It was then that Scrooge looked about him for the ghost and saw it not. As the last stroke of 12 ceased to vibrate, he remembered the prediction of old Jacob Marley, and lifting up his eyes, beheld a solemn phantom draped and hooded, coming like a mist along the ground towards him. I am in the presence of the ghost of Christmas yet to come. You are about to show me the shadows of the things that have not happened but will happen in the time before us. Is that so, Spirit? Well, lead on. Lead on there. The night is waning fast, and it is a precious time to me, I know. Lead on, Spirit. The phantom moved away as it had come. The city seemed to spring up about them and encompass them of its own act. The spirit stopped beside one little knot of businessmen. No, said a great fat man with a monstrous chin. I don't know much about it either way. I only know he's dead. And what has he done with his money? Asked a red-faced gentleman.
I haven't heard. He hasn't given it to me, that's all I know.
Oh, upon my life, it's likely to be a very cheap funeral, for I don't know of anybody to go to it. Oh, I know those men. The phantom glided on. They then next went into an obscure part of town where Scrooge had never penetrated before. Now, sitting in amongst the wares he dealt in by a charcoal stove was a grey-haired rascal. Scrooge and the phantom came into the presence of this man just as a woman with a heavy bundle slunk into the shop. What odds then? What odds then, old Joe? Every person has a right to take care of themselves. He always did. Oh, that's true indeed. No man more so. Who's the worse for the loss of a few things like these? Not a dead man, I suppose. If he wanted to keep him after he was alive, then why wasn't he natural in his lifetime? If he had been, he'd have had somebody to look after him when he was struck with death instead of lying, gasping out his last there alone by himself. Open up that bundle, old Joe. Let me know the value of it. What do you call this, then? Head curtains? You don't mean to say that you took him down, rings and all, with him lying there? Oh, yes, I do. Why not? He frightened everyone away from him when he was alive to profit us when he was dead. Spirit, I see. The case of this unhappy man might be my own. My life tends that way now. Merciful heavens, what is this? He recoiled in terror, for the scene had changed again, and now he almost touched a bed, a bare, uncurtained bed, on which, beneath a ragged sheet, there lay a something covered up. A pale light fell straight upon the bed, and on it, unwatched, unwept, uncared for, was the body of this man. Scrooge glanced towards the phantom, and its steady hand was pointed towards the head. Spirit, this is a fearful place. In leaving it, I shall not leave its lesson, trust me. Let us go, I beseech you. Let me see some tenderness connected with the death. The ghost conducted him through the several streets now familiar to his feet. They entered poor Bob Cratchit's house and found the mother and the children seated around the fire. Quiet. Very quiet. I wouldn't show weak eyes to your father when it comes home for the world. I think he has walked a little slower these last few evenings. I've known him walk with Tiny Tim upon his shoulder very fast indeed, but he was very light to carry, and his father loved him, so there was no trouble. No trouble. There's your father at the door. Bob was very cheerful with them and spoke pleasantly to all the family. Oh, my dear. I wish you could have gone. Now, it would have done you good to see how green a place it is. But you'll see it often. I told him that I would walk there on Sunday. Oh, my little child. Oh, my little child. Spirit, something informs me that our parting moment is at hand. I know it, but I know not how. Tell me, what man that was whom we saw lying dead? The phantom led him through an iron gate to a churchyard. The spirit stood amongst the graves and pointed down to one. Before I draw nearer to that stone which you pointed, answer me one question. Are these the shadows of the things that will be? Or are they the shadows of the things that may be only? Spirit was immovable as ever, and following the finger, Scrooge read upon the stone of the neglected grave. His own name. Am I that man who lay upon the bed? Oh no, Spirit, why? Why show me this if I am past all hope? Assure me yet that I may change these shadows you have shown me by an altered life. I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all the year. I will live in the past and the present and the future. I will not shut out the lessons that they teach. Oh, tell me I may sponge away the writing on this stone. In his agony, he caught the spectre's robe. The spirit repulsed him. Holding up his hands in a last prayer to have his fate reversed, he saw an alteration in the phantom's hood and dress. It shrunk, collapsed, and dwindled down into a bedpost. Oh, yes, and the bedpost was his own. The bed was his own, best and happiest of all. The time before him was his own to make amends in. Yes! Oh, the spirits of all three shall strive within me. Oh, Jacob Marley, heaven and the Christmas time be praised for this. Oh, the shadows of the things that would have been may be dispelled. No, they will be. I know they will. Oh, I'm as happy as an angel. Oh, I'm as merry as a schoolboy. Oh, I'm as light as a feather. Oh, hello. Oh, hello there. Whoop. Yes. What day is it today, my fine fellow? Today? Why, today is Christmas Day. It's Day. I haven't missed it. Yes. Do you know the poulterers down there at the corner? Yes. Do you know whether they've sold the prize turkey that was hanging up there? Not the little prize turkey, the big one. Yes. Go and buy it. Have them bring it here. Yes. Oh, they shan't know who sends it. No, it's twice the size of Tiny Tim. Oh, my goodness, that's much too big to carry to Camden Town. You must have a cab. Oh, the chuckle with which he said this, and the chuckle with which he paid for the cab, and the chuckle with which he recompensed the boy were only to be matched by the chuckle with which he sat down again, breathless in his chair again, and chuckled till he cried. Now, he had last got out into the streets, and he had not gone far when he saw the portly gentleman who had come into his house the day before. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, no. My dear sir, yes, how do you do? I hope you succeeded yesterday. It was very kind of you. And a Merry Christmas to you, sir. Mr. Scrooge? Yes, that is my name, and allow me to beg your pardon. And will you have the goodness? Mr. Scrooge, Lord bless me, are you serious? Yes, not a farthing less, if you please. A great many back payments are included in it, I assure you. Will you do me that favor? My dear sir, I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. Come and see me, please. Will you come and see me? I will. Thank you. I'm much obliged to you, sir. I thank you 50 times. In the afternoon, he turned his steps towards his nephew's house. Fred, it is I. Your Uncle Scrooge, will you let me in? Fred, I have come to dinner. Now, who is that, huh? Ha ha! Let him in. Why, it's a mercy he didn't shake his arm off. Oh, He was at home in 5 minutes. Nothing could be heartier. Wonderful party, wonderful games, wonderful unanimity, wonderful happiness. Oh, but he was early at the office next morning. If he could only be there first and catch Bob Cratchit coming in late, that was what he had his heart set upon, and he did it. Yes, he did. He was a full 18 minutes and a half behind his time. Hello? What do you mean by coming here at this time of day? I am very sorry, sir. I am behind my time. You are? Yes, I think you are. Step this way, sir, if you please. It's only once a year, sir. It shall not be repeated. Oh, see here, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to stand for this sort of thing any longer, my friend. And therefore, I'm about to raise your salary. Oh, yes, Merry Christmas, Bob. Oh, a merrier Christmas, Bob. My good fellow than I've given you for many a year. I'll raise your salary and endeavor to assist your struggling family, and we will discuss your affairs this very afternoon over a bowl of smoking bishop, Bob Cratchit. Oh, Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all and infinitely more. And and of course, to Tiny Tim, who did not die. Cara, I could tell you particularly, were rather worried about that. To Tiny Tim, he was a second father. He became as good a friend, as good a man as the good old city knew. You know, some people laughed to see the alteration in him, but he let them laugh, and little he heeded them, for his own heart laughed, and that was quite enough for him. He had no further encounter of spirits, just as I said he wouldn't. And it was always said of him that he knew how to keep Christmas well, if any man alive possessed the knowledge. May that truly be said of us, and of all of us. And so, as Tiny Tim observed, God bless us, every one. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for attending this afternoon's performance of A Christmas Carol, starring Debbie Deer as the ghosts.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Happy holidays. And also starring Ari Tarr as Scrooge, Dickens, and many, many more. Woo!
Yes, and now you have a rare opportunity to ask us a question. If you hold down the A button while speaking, we'll actually be able to hear you now. Anyone? I can put you on the spot.
How many
Hello,
people
hello.
are in this production?
Oh, my
behind-
goodness.
Behind the scenes, I mean.
In my brain or in our brains or in the physical?
We have an amazing team of engineers that are, it is, yes, exactly. They're an incredible team, and we don't have time to list them all. Uncounted, amazing amounts of people who are engineering Unreal Engine. We also, in addition to that, have our staff. We will run the credits at the end of this, and you can see every single one, but it would take too long to tell you right now. So yeah, we also have our live staff, our director, of course, our stage manager, the manager of the live stream, just also Jackie here managing the live stream, David, our director, our stage manager, Michael Morran, our house manager, who's in the middle of another performance right now. So also, in addition to the engineering team, the performance management team is quite extensive as well.
Quite large. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you just mean the production folks, Cara, or did you also mean how many actors are in the production?
Oh, I was just how big it was. I mean, the two actors, you did a fine job embodying multiple characters, but just bravo to the whole team, production, crew, engineering, etc.
Why, thank you very
Okay.
much. Thank you for coming as well. Love the
We have time for one
enthusiasm.
more question while we ask that. Come on, ambulate with me this way towards the tree, if you don't mind. Come on, everyone, this way.
Keep walking. And
Mhm.
Special thanks to Mama June joining us from Jamaica for a 4th year in a row.
Oh my goodness.
Online,
Oh,
on
Mama
stream.
June, hello. Thanks for joining us. What
Oh,
a tradition this has become. All
and big
right.
thanks to everyone else who joined online.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yeah.
Thank you to all of our live viewers on the stream, in addition to our wonderful viewers in VR. Since speaking of, you are manifested here as cheerful balls of colored light, feel free to adorn the tree as an ornament, and we'll take our final selfie. And thank you so much, everyone, for attending. And happy
Thank you.
holidays.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays.
Cheerio.